up?
Okay, for Ask Me Anything for the month of October, we're talking about apparel. Last week we were at the Kansas City Marathon Expo. This week we're talking to Ryan Parr about socks, undergarments, and general comfort. How are you?
I'm well. Yourself?
I'm doing well.
All
so
right.
You recently did what? What kind of obstacle?
I did the obstacle course racing world championships in Ontario, Canada. Yeah, it was fun. It was tough. Learned some things.
What did you have to do?
So my race consisted of a 7K obstacle course race on the side of a ski resort. So very hilly, as you can imagine. Lots of obstacles. I think mine had 25 obstacles. And very muddy, so it was really hard to get some traction, but getting better shoes for next time and plan on doing better next time too. So.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Nice, good for you. All right. So let's talk about a myth buster here. Well, first tell us, how often do you run? What kind of running do you do typically?
Typically, I kind of mix it up between road and trails. For the obstacle course racing, I kind of have to do the trails, which I love anyway. I prefer to run trails.
Yeah.
And I probably run 4 to 5 times a week. Depending on what I have coming up and what I'm training for. So, yeah.
Okay, nice. So for the Mythbuster, a lot of people think that socks are the same all across the board and that, you know, it's just simply a barrier between your shoe and your foot. True or false?
False. All socks are going to be a barrier between your foot and your shoe. However, they're not all created equal. Higher quality socks do have their advantages, and so that's why we sell them here, and that's what we recommend. So
Okay.
They'll keep you more comfortable.
Okay, so what kind of socks do we offer here? What kind of brands?
We do Swiftwick, Belega, Features, Injinji, CEP, and Zinsa, which are more toward your compression side, full length up to the knee kind of thing. So.
Okay. Okay, so I have a couple examples here. Tell us a little bit about Swiftwick.
Okay, Swiftwick. What I like about these are my personal favorite. They're really thin, so they don't take up a bunch of room in my shoe, which for me, I kind of feel like I have a fat foot, so it doesn't take up that space.
Yeah, they're very thin.
They also have sort of a managed compression, actually is what they call it, which just is sort of hugs the foot, but not so tightly that it cuts off circulation. Actually, it improves it. So it prevents swelling and also delays fatigue, so you feel like you can go the long haul with them and still stay comfortable and performing well.
Awesome. Okay. What about Belega?
Belega, that one particularly, the Hidden Comfort, is well known for its cushion and very soft materials. As far as the feeling of the material, that's probably my favorite one. It's just a very nice, soft feel, very cushiony, as you can see there. That's what that one's known for. Ventilated mesh upper, which just helps the sock breathe, so moisture doesn't get trapped inside the sock.
Okay, nice. And then Features. We have Features here.
Features, again, are going to have that ventilated mesh top. They're real well known for their midfoot compression band, which supports the arch a little bit, keeps blood flowing through there so you can stay comfortable and perform well as well, and that's kind of their difference between them and some of the others. Okay,
and we were talking earlier that to run in, our favorite is Swiftwick, like you said, but to walk in, Belega.
Yeah, absolutely. They're just so comfy. It's nice to have them on the feet no matter what you're doing. But
yeah, okay, nice. All right, and let's see here. Talk about your top 3 favorite must-haves, especially as winter is approaching us.
Yeah, especially as the colder months come on. I've just found I do a lot of cold weather running, and so socks, gloves, and hats are really important, keeping the extremities warm, the ears, the head, the hands, and the feet. And I find that if you do that, you can just about wear anything else, and you're fine. But yeah, all those things.
Cold temps.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Yeah. So, for example, tell us a little bit about these awesome gloves.
So that glove's great because it's multi-dimensional. So you've got the basic glove here that you're sliding your hand into. And so for me, if it's somewhere between 40 and 50 degrees and I need a glove, that's perfect, and I can tuck in the other layer. But if it's colder than that and I'm out for a while, it's nice to have the overlay there because that's going to be wind resistant. So that helps keep the hand warm and comfortable, and then just the extra layer is going to add some warmth as well.
Nice.
And it has, the technology-friendly fingertips, so you can actually still use your devices if you need to.
Nice. Okay. And then talking about extremities also, what's up with these?
Yeah, so another one, again, made with moisture-wicking materials, has a light midfoot compression in there, and then, as you can see, the fingers on the toes separate the toes so that there's no friction between them, and just creates a barrier there so that people can stay comfortable who like that kind of feel.
Okay, nice. And then finally, what do we have here?
So as I mentioned earlier, one of the compression sleeves, this is Zinsa brand. It's just from ankle to knee, and that's just to help aid in blood flow, aids in recovery. Some people like to wear them before and after events, which is how I like to use them. Others like to use them during to keep that blood flowing.
I'm sure everyone's seen people running in these.
Right, delay fatigue and increase performance during the runs.
Okay, great. Okay, and then talk about bras, because bras are just as important.
Absolutely, yeah. So some things I've studied and actually learned through our training, about 75% of women are wearing the wrong size bra, believe it or not, which is actually something we find with shoes as well, which is why we're here to help people get on the right track. So it's always important to try stuff on, get measured.
Don't assume that you know your size.
Right. Yeah, so bra to bra, just like shoe to shoe, they can run a little differently. So one might not fit you in the same size as another.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay. And what about these?
So the Sax underwear, awesome stuff. This one in particular is the Kinetic. They're anatomically accommodating through the canopy and the mid short there for guys. So that's nice. Just for general wear, but also athletic wear. So if you want to go on a run, you don't have to worry about friction and whatnot. And then the materials are made in a way that allow you to move comfortably without
It's really, really
restricting.
soft.
Yeah. So they're really nice.
Okay, great. All right. Anything else? Any other favorites, or did we cover everything pretty
I think
much?
we got it, yeah.
Very nice. All right, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. Next week we will be talking nutrition. And that concludes our Ask Me Anything, so have a great Halloween.